Well, good day. How's everybody doing? Oh, we're just about to get into some trouble here. Not really, not really. Hanging out with our good friend Comet, sitting in the ship. Wanted to show us this pretty cool looking nebula we're in. I believe it's nebula. So what's up, everybody? Got some got some new things going on today. I've been working on getting a ranking done with Empire. Been at it for a while now. I have no controls. Isn't that strange? I guess because we're in I have no control of the camera here. Most likely because we're in somebody else's ship. Never seen this. Where are we, Comet? Comet's got us jumping around the galaxy right now. I have no idea where we're at. Or where we're going. It's just like my entire life. Got the chat up. If you want to say hello, stop by saying hi, hopefully. Oh, and I'll get Discord up and running. We'll have all of our things. All of our things up and running. So I don't know about you guys, but I've been so...
You have a new message.
Oh? I've been so out of touch with the game for a little bit. It's just so much to do. Just way so much to do. Oh man. Comet, that's pretty cool. I just saw a picture you posted in Discord. Let's show everybody. Check this out. What's this, Comet? Is that a fire coming out of an ice planet? Oh snap! You've been doing some traveling. Comet's been out there doing the things of the comet. Ooh, are you guys ready for some corny jokes? I got all the corny jokes. Looking for all the corn. Okay. So yeah, what have we been doing? Alright, Comet, I'm gonna head back to my ship. Cool view, man. I really like the that red gassy thing in the background. It looks pretty nice. Too bad it doesn't let me take control of camera. Other than this. There's Comet. There's Comet ship. But when I try to do this, I have no control. No. Oh wait, I can go up and down? That's odd. I can go up and down, but that's it. That's all she wrote. I got no other... I can't go up or down, left or right. Nada. Odd.
So what do you want to do now?
Hey buddy, how's it going?
Not too bad.
No, nice man. I was just letting everyone know I was logging in, that you told me you were out. Where the hell are you? You must be far.
Not far, it's like 1,000 light year from the bubble.
Jeez, that's a good distance. You've been what? Just exploring?
Yeah.
Nice. Very nice. Yeah, I'm just working on my Federation rank. I'm sorry, not Federation, Empire. My Empire ranking. Trying to get that done today is my goal. So I'm gonna head out.
Haven't seen you stream for a while.
Yeah. I've been actually been doing some stuff behind the scene. Been making some videos. Trying a different tactic. Maybe not always live. Maybe I can just get some videos going and put them up. But I started this thing here I started as a video. I started this as a simple video, and now it's well, now the last part will be online. But anyways, here, let me show you guys what I've been up to. Okay, so I found someone dropped this information in our channel in our stream one time, and I went to check it out. So far, I have to say it's pretty legit. Pretty legit. Let's open up our map here. So basically, it's between these two systems, Mainani and God, I'm gonna say this all wrong. Ngalinn. So between Mainani and Ngalinn, these two systems, basically there's only one station in each. So you need a middle or smaller ship for this, by the way. So you basically are just jumping in here, okay, going to our missions board, and just gather as many transfer missions as possible. I've heard people say you have to be in boom, but actually I've been in war state ever since I got here. It just switched today. So I'm thinking, I guess you want it in boom state, but war state worked just as good for me. Anyways, what you do is you come in here and pick up all of these expansion, data carrier, anything that has to do with data transformation. There are so many, guys, that I start with the highest paying. Excuse me. Only because there's some kind of in-game value to them. That's why they cost more than, or they pay out more than other missions. So I'm just trying to do some kind of logic to it like that. So yeah, you basically just come in here, pick up 20. You should not leave the station with without having 20 missions in your log. That's how many they drop. And like I said, I start going in there, grab those type, then I go back and fill up on everything else until I hit 20. I haven't had to board hop. So many missions available that I haven't had to board hop at all. So hopefully you don't run into any board hopping, which is not really a big deal, right? Again, we're not doing this for money. We're doing this for strictly reputation, growing. I mean, sorry, reputation, for growing our reputation actually. Our standings, our ranking. I am Earl at the moment. We were what is it? Not Duke. Baron. We were Baron when I started this. We were Baron and kid out the babies. So we were Baron when we started this. I came over here. They actually give you the rank up aggression missions right out of here. So really there's no need to go anywhere. May need to do one simple board hop.
So what's your rank right now?
What the what?
What's your rank right now?
For Imperial?
Yeah.
Earl.
Oh. Right. Oh, that's close.
Yeah, it should be like one or two more to go to hit. I should have one or two more.
Hit
Someone said you
Duke,
can do
right?
it. Yeah, someone said that you can do it in 5 hours.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can go from 0 to Duke. But I don't know.
5 hours is pretty great.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I think that's not legit. It's just that number is too crazy. It took me. Okay, so the only numbers that I've been able to find is when you turn these in, and that's why you need 20 of them. When you turn these in, you'll get a 10% jump on your rank for Empire. So for Empire right now, I'm at 83%. Well, now once we go and turn in all these missions, you'll see that it jumps about, almost like it jumps about 10%. Ish. Alright, there we go. So we got all the missions we can grab. We're going to go ahead and exit the station. While that's happening, let's bookmark where we're going. I mean, set destination to where we're going. And then we hop. And that's it. That's all there is to this. Some crazy back and forth. Uh-oh. So there is a problem. I have no control of my ship. Oh man, that would suck if my that would suck if I lost. Okay, there we go. I had to yeah, that was weird. I had to unplug and plug my. Ooh, I hope that's not signs of failing joystick. I tried playing this game with a keyboard and mouse the other day, and yeah, no, kind of spoiled now with the stick and throttle. Let me tell you, super spoiled. What do you use, Comment, to play?
Mouse and keyboard.
You don't find it cumbersome?
No.
Have you ever tried the? Have you ever had a chance to try out a stick and throttle?
No.
Man, those the minute I got this, my game got so much better. Just the flying around. I'm a fan. Highly suggested. So my kid went to some school-sponsored trip. She's gonna be gone for a whole night. They're gonna sleep in the hotel and everything. Has me all worried. My baby, my baby, my baby's home. Yeah, father instincts. It's like, what? She's 6 hours away from me, so it's like take me that long just to get to wherever she is. That part's weird. Never been like more than a stone throw away from my kids. But whatever, I guess that's part of them growing up, right? They gotta.
Yeah.
Damn it! They gotta do their own thing. And me, oh, shooting another planet or station. 70%.
70%.
That's our good AI friend, Astra. Let's see if she behaves today and doesn't send us hurling into a ball of fire. She's been known to play little pranks on me like that. Okay, no, she hasn't. She's in dumb AI. She doesn't do anything. I'm just making that up. I made it up.
You don't like your AI?
I at first I got her. I was like, man, I love the way she sounds. But then after having her for a while, I don't like her that much. I think there would have been other cooler AIs I could have grabbed. And
Identifying threat.
Of course.
Yeah, of course. Right before you land. It's gotten like really bad lately. It's like the system's waiting for you just to get really, really close to your destination. Just
You know, before you came to my ship, like there's a pirate dropping in and scan me.
Was that a NPC?
Yeah. But I don't know why the hell he would be all the way out here.
Right?
Just to scare me, and there's no system nearby that, like, you know, there's no stations or anything else.
I wonder what the AI is doing all the way out there. Might be a system of interest. I know that when I was flying around to get my 5,000 light year done, that I found a lot of planets that were, that had the permit.
Yeah.
But they were outside of the bubble. I didn't understand. I didn't understand that they were way outside the bubble. Like on the.
Some people think those Fargoid system.
That's what I was thinking. Must have been a Thargoid.
That's why they just don't want you to go in and see what happened there.
Yeah, that had to have been, for sure had to have been some kind of Thargoid system. Request docking permission.
Requesting landing pad.
Which I can't stand that, because, come on, man. There's hackers. A hacker would hack their own computer and be able to...
Alright then.
What? Alright then. I don't know. What is she gonna do? Deploy landing gear.
Lowering gear.
I'm not supposed to land here. Oh, that's hilarious. Request docking permission.
Requesting landing platform.
Ugh. Lately, I'm getting so many denies. Come on.
All right.
She scares me every time she says something after I speak. 'Cause I don't know what command this nutcase might be taking. So what's that? That's a no. That's a scout. Asp scout.
That ship sucks.
Yeah. It's not a combat ship. I thought it was combat.
It's kind of a combat version of the Apps Explorer,
Right.
but it doesn't really do the job well. It's like, I don't know, but it's like 2 million cheaper than the Apps Explorer, but the Apps Explorer is kind of do everything better than that.
Yeah, Elite has that issue here with scaling ships. They don't scale ships too good. You've noticed that.
And that thing looks ugly.
It looks just like this one, the Explorer, almost.
No, like they mess up the fin on the back and make it look like a, you know, looks like a turtle or something.
I'm looking at it now. Yeah, there is a difference. There's one pulling out in front of me here. I never noticed the rear is the rear is different. The front is the same.
Yeah, the cockpit is the same.
Eh, it's all right. It's I. Request docking permission.
Request done.
Oh. All right, cool. Now we get to dock. Oh, I hate when I go in the wrong direction. Oopsie.
I'm coming back to the bubble right now.
You're heading back? You had enough
Yeah,
fun? You've had enough fun out there in Nowhere Land?
kind of.
Yeah, there's only so much you can see out there. For exploration, I like to do the Road to Riches. I like to use that website. Alright, so here we are, guys. We came back. So now we're just turning in. Now, if you remember, we had 38% complete into our next rank progression. So let's see, turning in 20 missions. Hopefully that jumps up to 48 and stays like that. It's been like that so far, but I'm expecting it to get harder and take more missions to progress as we get further along. But if everything goes good, we should have this today. I figured I'd do the cutter since I was closest to the cutter, and also because someone told me about this spot. Someone said this was the place you wanted to go.
Well, you will get the cutter soon enough.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's only for pretty. Because really, I don't see me using the cutter for
It's good for trading.
Yeah, I don't trade much. Like moving big cargo around. Oh,
Yeah.
let's see real quick what did it do for us? So 47, so a little bit shy of 10% increment every time. So it's like a 9% every time. So you can do the math to get to 100. How many of these you got to do? All of them. That's what you got to do. All of them. See, just mindlessly come in here and click your little lives away. Just mindless clicking. Click, 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 click. Wow, 5,000. Huh? That's caca. It's not even worth the spot it takes. I know, I know. There's no. Actually, I was thinking there is money to be made here. There. You could actually come here early in the game progression, and if you can make it out this far, you can come out here and work on your progression. But not only that, you can also make some money. If you only got the 41,000, so 41 times 10 would be what? 400. You can make close to. Are my numbers messed up here? Hold on a second. That's not bad for starting. If you don't want to do any of the crazier stuff to make quick money. So it's 41,000 for the most part. Times 20. Will give you 820 per run. That's not bad, actually. You can make a couple million. You can make a couple million doing this. Which will be a lot better than any progression stuff you'll do out there. You'll notice that. Yeah. Yeah, that's actually could be a thing. Maybe for kicks, I'll bring the new account here just to see what it looks like for a quick update. But this is pretty simple, pretty boring. A lot of back and forth here. Lots of back and forth here until you get that right.
Basically, you just keep doing the same thing again and again.
You mean, yeah, you know, mad grinding, mind grind fest. Yeah, yeah. And this is just, these are things you can actually do later in the game. You don't really need this. Once you get into an Anaconda, the Anaconda will do everything you need.
Yeah.
Really. This is just like one of those things you want to do just to say you did. Oh, I got a cutter. I'm in a cutter. I fly around with a cutter. Haha, cutter, cutter. I'm in a cutter. But the Anaconda actually outperforms it in a way because it's more multi-ship instead of having the cutter.
The cutter has the fastest like speed and the strongest shield.
70%.
70%.
So the cutter has the strongest shield.
Yeah.
But the Corvette's still better for combat though.
Because it pitch faster than both the Condor and the cutter.
The firepower.
You know that. Yeah.
Firepower, turning radius, but not shields. I don't even know how to mount those things, to be honest. It's kind of just like a progression thing. Yeah, I have a cutter somewhere. Take it out every blue moon. It's kind of like the Clipper. The Clipper's just sitting there now.
You're not using it anymore?
Not now, and I bought a second Anaconda, so I got one just for travel.
Yeah.
You know, to run passenger missions or whatever missions I want to run with it, and then the other one is for combat. About the $300 million freaking armor plating. Wow, that was expensive. That was not cheap, but that really increases your resistance. And then once you get it modded to fix that negative thermal, request docking permission.
Requesting docking bay.
Yeah, I can see somebody's there now. That asp and I should be the only two. Look at this guy, he got really close. so we're gonna be coming from this side. Request docking permission.
Request sent.
Boarding permission denied.
Request docking permission.
Request for docking sent.
Boarding permission granted.
Deploy landing gear.
The gear is down and locked.
Landing gear deployed.
Great. Wrong direction. Is it that I'm in the wrong direction again? I always come to these places in the wrong direction. What the? Alright, I'm not nuts. Y'all saw that, right? The board flipped on me. This, you know, the asp are such cows to yaw. Yawling, the yaw is really like rough on these ships, and also the braking to come to a complete stop.
It's hard to slow down.
Yeah, they don't slow down very well.
Disengaged.
Many space stations I've smacked into the radar because of that. Okay, and rinse and repeat. Very exciting work here. Very exciting. Exciting work, man. Oh man. Spacebar made this a lot faster. Alright, what do we get? What do we get? 56%. So it does drop for each time. It's not a steady 9, I think.
Sometimes you get more.
56. This was 8%. This was actually a little bit less. But neither the less, it's still expanding. We're still getting those. At first, I did a couple of the donation missions, but then I was like, you know what? There's so many missions here. You don't have to throw.
Well, you can just throw money at them.
You can, but you don't have
But
to.
it's kind of, yeah.
There's so many missions here that you really don't need to sit there and do that. Like, I've been picky. I've been only grabbing the ones that pay out the 41,000 just because I'm thinking, for whatever reason, the game has decided there's more value for those specific.
So I don't think anyone will pay more than 100k for one donation mission, because they gives out about the same reputation as the triple one.
No, they give out more. You get 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get more for those donation missions. You get the max actually. Nothing else gives you more than two positives towards that ranking. But the donation missions give 3, meaning however they calculate how much rep you're gonna get. There we go. It's the maximum for that one. So we grabbed all those missions. Let's make sure we don't have anything in our inventory. Alright. And we're off. It's another lovely back and forth.
Ship released. Engines engaged. Landing gear retracted.
Huh.
Frameshift drive charging.
Super simple.
4, 3, 2, 1.
So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. All this back and forth here. Great little two systems. One hop away. It's like 3,000 light years.
Mission critical.
Almost 4,000 light years away from each other. You can do this in a Sidewinder if you had to.
Complete.
Imagine you come into the game, start just a Sidewinder, grind up here, and then you're able to get Imperial ships pretty quickly. Comparable to the other locations. Where the other locations I've done are pretty decent also. But it can get confusing. Like Solth and Cleo, I think. That's the one we're gonna be doing for our Federation grind. And those, if you don't stick to a specific station and things, you can get a little cumbersome because there's multiple stations and multiple missions type. You should actually do transfer items instead of just data, which we just want to stick to the data. Data transfer from here to here, there is like the only thing they're doing. And I guess we've been lucky also that we're in Boom State. And War State works also. It works for me. 70%.
70%.
Can't wait for the new lighting engine. Hopefully it'll do better for the way these dashboards look. This thing looks beat the hell up. When I buy this at the local used spaceship lot. You know, I've bought older cars that look nicer on the inside than the spaceship. Freaking spaceship. Look at all that scratches, dents. I mean, I know these things have been around for hundreds of years, but really.
It looks like rusty and
What about T? Oh, rusty.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it looks beat up. You got like the Anaconda has wires sticking out of the dashboard. It's like, come on, really?
Well, many people complain about it, but
Still, any Anaconda you buy brand new today comes with wires hanging out.
but that's what you get when you buy ships from Fancon de Lacy.
Well, remember, these ships are not brand new. These are old ass ships that have been just, you know, refitted here and there. Request docking permission.
Asking now.
I don't know if they are just like lazy to fix those things or like, you know, those wires.
The which ones?
Like the wires in the Anaconda.
I don't know, man. I guess at one point it was like a good idea. Just, I don't know. Spaceship. I don't expect it to have wires hanging out. I mean, I guess if you're like Star Wars style, you know, old dirty ship looking like thing. Stupid scout. Stupid scout explorer keeps landing in front of me. I gotta sit here and wait. What are we? Are we in open? No, we're in. Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, in open, I think.
Yeah, maybe that's why it's making me wait. Let's jump into.
That's not a commander, right?
Jump into private. No, I don't. Not worried about other players trying to do something. It's just that I was like, man, every time I get to a station, it's like I have to wait. Normally, you just dock.
Sometimes, you know, those beluga like kind of stuck in the mail slot and you can't get in.
Yeah. Request docking permission.
Requesting docking clearance.
Order permission granted.
See, there we go.
Landing gear deployed.
There
People
we
are kind of waiting for the Type 10.
Are they? Is that like a thing, waiting for the 10? I guess to be the first ones to have it. Spaceships are cool when released, but I don't see the 10 really upsetting the ship layouts or the way the ship hierarchy is. I mean, it's not going to be better than the Corvette. Imagine. Oh my god. The Type 10 Battle Cow becomes the new Corvette.
I think it still has the same cockpit as the Type 9.
Oh, it will. It'll be everything the same except for like ship kits. I think.
No, it's like it has more weapons.
Yeah, it can carry different things, but it's the same shell. It's the same body as the Type 9. Just they added ship kits to it. Which, whatever. Seems like that's how they do their ship upgrades. Turning into missions, turning into missions, turning into missions. Alright, those are all in. Where are we? 63 or so. A little bit over halfway there. Back we go. So this is why I haven't been trying to like show these videos. They're kind of like this is like the straight up gameplay. Straight up nasty gameplay. Nothing fun here. Move along. Nothing to see here. Move along.
Wish they can make this mission more fun, so you won't get bored.
Which one?
the the data delivery mission.
Oh, I mean, no. I mean, remember what we're data. So the way we're doing this is not
Ship released.
normal way you would actually try to play the game. You wouldn't sit here. Well, I mean, let me take that back. When dump truck drivers, so dump truck drivers spend their entire time,
Frameshift drive charging.
excuse me, going back and forth. Pick up gravel, take it to wherever they're dumping it. Go back, pick up more gravel, take it to where they're dumping it. Pick up some more gravel, take it to where they're dumping it. Hey, guess what? Pick up some more gravel, go take it back. They could spend a whole week literally going back and forth from the same two spots. Depending on the job. So this in game, this back and forth between these two systems, I can see it. Now data transfer, what, we can't send signals from one system to another? Data, you know, that part.
Yeah, that
was,
makes sense.
yeah. Why are we using spaceships to transfer data? I thought we could, if we could transfer news.
Because maybe they scared their system will get hacked.
Yeah, right. Somebody will play man in the middle and capture the signal. I guess that could be a thing. That would be why you would download it and take it. Hey, if not, we wouldn't have a mission. But yeah, all that back and forth is legit for like real life. There's a lot of
The
how to do that.
funny thing is, I'm not sure, but like it's like, it's like the year of like 3303 or something. Like you still use the same technology as we use today. It's kind of like I mean, how did you even get to space with like this sort of technology? Like,
Right, you're questioning their technology. 70%.
70%.
Well, that's
Like
like in
the
Star
data
Wars.
transfer thing.
Well, that's like in Star Wars. Star Wars, if you notice, they hit in their movies, they hit a wall of technology. That's why all the ships are
Yeah,
really old and look beat up. If you look like the Imperials have all the nice ships, just like in this game, and then the
yeah,
rebels are flying around beat up old clunkers that are falling apart. Um, they've hit a wall of technology. There is nothing new. They've already manipulated gravity. They have these infinite energy banks. They have little little batteries that can power
so you mean
spaceships.
they don't have more thing to deal with?
No, they've
Like
hit
it's kind of
there's a limit for things.
yeah.
So they've hit the limit of whatever transmission. You know, they can send a signal from one planet to another instantly. But it might
Identifying
take them,
threat.
you know, it might take a lot longer to send it out of the system. Who knows? It's all speculation. It's all speculation. We don't have that problem on Earth. And I don't know why they're interdicting us. There's nothing on board except for data. Really? Trying to get that data from me. 70%.
But they can't, right? They destroy your ship and
70%.
the data is gone.
70%.
Yeah, it's so weird. I've always said that like when you go into a station and say you have a bad person in your spaceship, you have a 200 cargo, you got 200 people in there, and the station is gonna blow you up over one bad
Yeah,
person.
they don't care.
What happened to the other 99 souls they just murdered?
They just kill the innocents
That
for the
God,
greater good.
yeah, that God sort them out later. It's that old saying, kill them now, God sort them out. Nuts. Request docking permission.
As requested.
That's actually pretty messed up when you think about it. It's like you do nothing against the law, but like suddenly you just sit on the passenger line and you get shot.
Yeah, that's pretty dumb. Remember that happened to me a couple times. It's like, what? Wait a second, you're gonna murder all these people?
Just
Okay.
for that one person.
Yeah, wow. And then there were
They don't even they don't even ask you like to give this guy you know.
you should get a fine, something, like maybe a big fine, and then
Or even a warning, like they won't tell you before they like you know.
yeah,
They
yeah.
just scan you and say, "Oh, you have this guy on board, so we are going to shoot you down." Something.
No, not even no shooting down. No, you have innocent people there. They let you in, and then when you dock, they take them prisoner, and you lose you lose the mission.
Engines
The whole
disengaged.
thing is to sneak them in. If you can't sneak them in, then you should lose the mission. Not have everybody dead. Mommy, why are they shooting at us? It's okay, dear. We'll be all right. You know. So, yeah, no, that game mechanic never ended. I didn't understand that one. All must die, none shall live. Ah, 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 ah.
And I never
What's
trust
up,
those.
Jason?
I never trust those system security anyway because sometime in the website you try to kill the wanted person and they suddenly just get in front of you and then you get wanted
Right, right, right,
and
right.
then just and then just like a swarm of people just coming after you just because you slightly you slightly
Yeah,
like
you hit their
scratch
ship.
that guy's plane or something.
Yeah, because you scratched this paint by mistake. But what's up, Jay? Yeah, it's been a while, man. Good to see you, brother. It's been a while. It has been a while, hasn't it? Um,
Yeah.
so just getting bearings back in place. Get back to a little routine here. Let's see, we're at 71%. Four more, four more should do it.
Four more you get the rank.
No, I mean, for one rank, four more should do for one rank. I still got a lot more to go. That second, that one before Duke is gonna be a mission. Watch. That one's gonna take forever.
Yeah, that one. It's going to take you like all the work from rank 1 to rank 7 or something like that.
Really? I hope not. And we're talking about that's days. I'm like, oh, we can do this in this stream here, and say, no, that's gonna take days.
You just sit here 24 hours, just keep doing this thing.
Yeah. No, we can't do that. I gotta work tonight. Eh, that'd be a good one for one of those 24-hour streams. I'm gonna stream for 24 hours.
Oh, you can try that, but I'm not sure about your like sleeping schedule or something.
Oh, no, I can do it. It just has to be something you gotta schedule. I get so my job I work 4 days on, then I get 3 days off. And I work 4 days off for three, work four off for three. So now in January, we're gonna switch. So the day that I go into work. So now I go into work on Wednesdays. When that comes around, I'll be going to work on Sundays. So that means I'll have Thursday, Friday, Saturdays off. So I'm looking forward to that. That'll be good because it'll be weekends, and then I can stream nice, stream while everybody's off, which will be nice. Now I end up streaming while people are working. So I jumped on late today. I figured let me get on 2 o'clock. Try this time zone, see how it works. So far, not so great. I've only seen you and Jason, which is not a bad thing. But none of our other friends have been around.
Incoming mission critical message. Fuel scooping.
Alright.
Fuel scooping complete.
This will put us at 80 something, 90 something, 100 something. So three more turns at it. We'll see what comes after Earl. Earl. My name's Earl. There we go. So we are Earl, we have Marquise, and then Duke. So once we finish Earl, we'll have one more and then Duke. Hey, Games PS4. I'll definitely take a look at that. Yeah, man. Thank you for subbing. I'll check out your channel. See what you got going on there. 70%.
70%.
$16 jumps away.
Oh man, that's not bad.
Yeah, not bad.
70%.
70%.
Especially considering you were out 1,000 light years away from the bubble, jumping around. Once I get done with all this mod stuff and get the Anaconda modded for long distance, I think I'm gonna do that. Head out to a long exploration. I'm plotting a.
Yeah.
You ever use that website, the Roads to Riches?
No, I haven't used it.
Oh, I'll show you what that's a pretty good website. If you like to explore, you tell it where your start location is, how far away you want to go from that start location, and what it does, it'll map out all the systems that have high value planets.
Yeah.
So it kind of helps you with exploration, and then it helps you make money while exploration. Because you start scanning out those high value planets. I made like 15 million one time just for like a short run.
Nice.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. Request docking permission?
Searching for landing platform.
request docking permission.
Seeking permissions.
I like this station. This one's kind of cool. It's got wreckage out. It's got the pirate mixing the pirate. There be pirates in there. Request docking permission.
Request for docking sent.
Somebody's trying to land here. How dare they? Don't they know? Didn't they get a memo? It's my spot. Deploy landing gear.
Deploying landing gear.
Oh, it's a killback. It's a killback, y'all. So we're just waiting for clearance to park. Apparently there's a killback that's in our spot. Damn, killbots. Alright, so let's see. Where's roads to riches? I use that a lot. Well, I used it. I used it. Is this one? Roads to riches. Check this website out when you get a chance. See if you like exploration. Starting system. Mainani. Max distance 400. Max route 7. Oh, you know why? Because that's not a system. Let's try this one. Wait. Ngalinn. Alright, now we got it. So here, this tells you pretty much my next jump would be this system, and then it has 2 planets that I should scan, and so forth. You do this at the end of this, you route back, and you've made a pretty penny there. There's 700 light years worth of jumps there. No, I'm sorry. There's 700 jumps. There's 700 jumps to make here. I don't know how many light years that turns into. So yeah,
700 is a lot.
Request docking permission.
As requested.
Yeah, 700 jumps. Not light years, jumps.
Yeah, jumps.
That's nuts.
But I think I did it back when I was exploring the center. You know, the supermassive black hole.
Oh, which one? I just went to the one that's down by Mia.
Yeah.
Is that the one that you're talking about?
No, it's like in the center of the Milky Way.
Oh, I understand. Well, that's a theory, isn't it? In the center of our Milky Way, there's a giant black hole.
It's only a theory.
Yeah, we don't know.
Maybe there's a portal there.
Right? So we figure out how to... Maybe that's how you get from one solar system to the other. The massive gravity well that's in the middle of all galaxies. You just take that and that links you to another galaxy.
They say if there's a black hole, then there will be a white hole.
I guess in theory, wherever that energy it's all being compressed and smashed into one point. So
yeah.
You would think it's coming out somewhere, right? You can't destroy energy, you can only transfer it. You can't make it from scratch.
But we will never know what's inside a black hole.
Yeah. I mean, maybe in theory,
Yeah, I don't
right?
think. Maybe Imperial again.
Somebody will come up with some really cool calculations of what happens, but yeah, we'll never have a camera. We'll never be able to shove a camera down the hole of a black hole.
We won't know anything unless we maybe put a probe on inside that black hole or something.
How will we do that? Yeah, that's crazy.
I don't know.
Just by the physics alone, that's impossible.
But we need to get near one first, right? Because it's like I don't know, maybe the closest one is like 100 light year away or something like that.
For what? For a black hole?
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, that's all. Whatever. That's all. It's all nice and dandy science. I call that fun science. There's a guy, David something. I forgot his last name. He's working out of his garage, and he says that he's been able uh, to warp space time, using
yeah,
I forget the story. There's a story of a guy who was flying around in his Cessna off the coast of Florida, and he got into some kind of electrical storm, and there was an opening in the sky, and he figured I'm gonna try to fly through that opening so that I can avoid the thunderstorm, get up above it.
yeah.
So the guy did that and ended up like something like 80, 90 miles away from where he was. So something had happened. He did something to travel
He just
80,000.
teleport to somewhere else.
He warp drive. Maybe he somehow his ship got some kind of charge which bent the space in front of him. What is it? Compress the space in front of him. Decompress the space behind you, and then that'll create momentum. For
Yeah,
him, he wouldn't feel the momentum in a gravity well. You wouldn't feel it, but you would experience. You get the benefit of it. Anyways, so the guy they've been trying to explain that. So this scientist said that he figured out a way by causing some kind of magnetic field that he's able to bend space. And then you can see his experiments. Oh man, made me jump for nothing. You can see his experiments. It's pretty neat. If it's true, he's the first person to invent warp drive. Star Trek, here we go. Yeah, if you the man,
Engines engaged.
it would take so much energy to do that. That's why
yeah.
Einstein said it would take all the energy in the known universe to be able
To use the
a
warp drive.
Drive
to
charging.
create a warp drive to bend space like that. Because Earth does it all the time. Earth is bending space right now, but it's the sheer mass of the planet, and it's its mass plus its movement. So mass plus energy, which your energy could be the movement. So that E equals MC squared thing. Mass equals energy. So the mass of this planet and something to do with the energy it's creating from the movement causes gravity somehow. You get that gravity. Because you don't see it in like dead space. There's no gravity. Wells, there's no gravity in dead space. Only when you're around some big old fat body. Like my butt has its own gravity well. Whoa, wait, nothing gets sucked in. Oh, and on that note, let's see y'all. %70.
Incoming
70%.
message.
Alrighty. Oh boy, here we go. Found the ship. Tracking now. It's not getting away. Bastard's gonna interdict me. Right there. Instant. It
And
was
other pirates.
it was instant interdiction.
Instant.
Instant. It was like, oh, I found him. Boom. This gets annoying, but I mean, it's part of the game. It's not that annoying.
It used to be pretty crazy, you know. It's like,
It used to be a
and
pain.
then they change it. It
Seventy
used to
percent.
like this guy just
70%.
will keep like interdict you even after you escape the interdiction.
Oh, like he can re-interdict you right away.
Yeah, he just keep doing it before you even reach the station, and it gets kind of crazy.
That's nuts. That would be painful. Yeah, that would be a real pain. Getting
And
interdicted
then
every
they
time you land.
just change it.
To get interdicted every time, yeah, bro, that would be whack. 70%. 70%.
70%.
Especially something like this, we're just going back and forth, back and forth.
And now some people say it's like the interdiction is kind of too easy to get away with. I mean, from the AI.
Oh yeah, super easy to get away from it. It's safer to try to get away from it than to try to fight it.
Well, if you have a Corvette or some combat ship, you can try that.
Request docking permission.
Searching for landing platform.
Landing gear deployed. Boarding permission granted.
No man, I don't. I had a, what was it? It was a python interdicted me earlier, and I'm like, oh, it's a python. I'll jump out, fly away. You know, man, it started shooting at me. It ate up my shields really fast, and I got me down to like 60 something percent hull before I jumped out. So it was a little scary moment there. I think it's better just to fight it. Don't let them interdict you.
Successful. Agents disengaged.
Yeah, I didn't like that at all. That was not a good feeling. Not a good feeling. Alright, more mission turning in, yeah.
Have you seen any black hole in this game except for the one in Maya?
No, Maya's the only one I've seen. I know there are others.
You know, there are many.
Yeah, there are many. Just the only one that I've ever seen up close was the one in Maya. Which the physics are messed up for it. You can fly right into it. I'd be okay if you get too close to it and blowing up your ship instantly. Like an instant, just boom. What
No,
happened?
you get overheat first, and then you will just get destroyed.
No, no overheating. Just straight up, just instantly
Just
destroyed.
straight.
You got too close. You fucked up.
Mm.
Or make it like you can't pull away from it or something. Just make it something like,
Oh, they can just let us go inside.
yeah, you can. They have it where you can just fly through it. I flew through it. I'm like, what's gonna
Yeah,
happen?
but then they fix it, right?
No, I don't think they fixed it. I think they're still broken.
You can go inside.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can still probably go inside one. They're not broken, that's for sure. man. Alright, and pick up some more of these. I hate that.
What?
They don't give you a count, so you can't just look at your, wait, back. You have to count there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hit the count 20. I just board hop, thinking I needed more, and it's no big deal. Just me whining. Just whining.
Is this rhyming?
Mm-hmm. Where we at? 88%. Yep, this is mind-numbingly boring, ladies and gentlemen. Mind-numbingly boring. But it works. It works if you're looking for a location
Engines engaged.
to do this. This is your spot right here.
I think there's a sport where you do donation missions for the Empire.
You can do them here. Um, there is another location which is only
Charging.
donations, but I think that's for federal.
Yeah, only donation.
I can't do that. I can't do that.
That's kind of waste of money, so
Yeah, I can't do it. I think it's 800 million.
really?
Yeah, I think it's like 800 million to get your federation right.
No, that's too much.
I mean, time is money. So, is it? What would you rather do? Go grind out the money,
Message.
or
Fuse scooping.
grind out the
Fuse
rap?
scooping complete.
I guess that depends. We can do 800 million in less than 7 hours. I want to say. I wonder how long it would take to get the ranking. It might be cheaper just to get the money.
But that way it will kind of make the gameplay boring
Their game what?
because you basically just sit on the same station and keep doing the same mission again and again. Like you won't even move around.
Yeah. Yeah, but remember, some people don't give a crap about that. They just want to they want to get what.
They just want to get a big ship and that's it.
Oh yeah, and I don't have the time to sit there for 50 hours. I just want to grind it out real fast and get in it real quick. 70%.
70%.
That's always been my thing here.
Yeah.
You know, I need to do this as fast as possible. I don't have all this time to to sit around and wait and see what happens. I need to get it done. I need to get in and out.
Jason is not on.
Did he log in?
No.
No, I saw him say hi earlier.
Yeah, I thought he's in the game. God.
And another one.
What?
No, another.
Pirate?
Yeah, no, another back and forth. Request docking permission.
Requesting docking bay.
Boarding permission granted.
So I've been doing these for a couple days behind the scenes, just because I want to try to make some videos that are 4 minutes long instead of hours and hours. Just have the the long extended stream for fun, and then whenever I see stuff like this, like does this work?
Warning.
Try to do
Landing gear not
a
deployed.
video for it. Come on, buddy, slow down. You can do it. You can do it.
Well, you probably want to do a stream on some fun stuff instead of doing like delivery mission.
Yeah, like right now, this video would never make it to a live stream.
Engines
This would be
disengaged.
something that I try to work on little by little in the background to put it together. Because the hard part of this is that you still have to go through all the filming time. Like right now, right? We're filming. So you still got to do all this, and then you have to put time to putting it together, which I've never put a video together, so that's going to be something. That's going to be fun. I'm lying. It's going to be frustrating as hell trying to figure that out. But yeah, these are little challenges I like to throw up on myself. That's not bad though. I've learned a lot up to right now. I've learned a lot. I've learned how to use OBS. I've learned how to mix in different things, how to put those ticker banners, how to put in a chat, add music, how to do an intro. The other stuff I have to get like a paint shop or maybe GIMP, which is free to use, open source I think it is. It's like a paint shop, just more complicated. That's what I've heard. Maybe get that and do some graphics design. You know, there's a lot to do with making these videos. I didn't know it was like that complicated. Figured you had to have some kind of skill to it, but wow. So yeah, so a video like this should not be. Maybe a good video for a live stream is like a grind video. We're grinding some materials. That has you moving around a lot. Alright, so we're gonna pick up all the missions yet again. But at least you guys can see it works. Oh man, it works. It's a slow process, but it works process. No, I have to thank Quince. Quince got me half, if not all the way, almost there.
Is this still working? But
Quince? No, they nerfed it.
yeah,
They killed Quince.
destroy it.
Yeah, they took off all that nice, easy.
Because there's just like too many people there.
No. It's just it was an
back
exploit.
back in the day. Yeah.
It was an exploit. That was actually one of the things. There are things in the game that seem like exploit, but they're not. That was actually
The
was an
Queens
exploit.
is like,
Yeah.
it must be exploited.
What the Quince was, yeah. What made it an exploit is that you could take 20 missions and then
Yeah.
scan one object and get payout. That's what was glitched on. So now
And
you can
everyone
only,
just went to there.
well now it's a pain. Now you can only get one. Now you can only get up to 3 missions, 3 or 4 or 5 missions of that type, and it takes then you have to scan out however many missions you got. You got to scan that many.
Yeah, you can't just scale one time and just finish all
Right.
mission at once. Just broken.
Yeah. So they fixed it. So now that's out of the question. So I missed it. I used to go there and make tons of money. It was actually very simple. It was a fun mission to do. But do you know how many sidewinders were lost out there?
Landing gear retracted.
Suicide winders for the rescue to the win.
Everyone just After this, you can just self-destruct and just go back to the station.
Yeah, yeah. There's no consequences for dying in this game.
Yeah, just keep dying.
Yeah. And the Sidewinder, the rebuy was like 15,000. So it wasn't a big deal to rebuy it.
Well, you can't do it next year because they are going to fix it.
The what?
They're going to fix it.
What do you mean?
Like you, like next year they are going to do something about the crime and punishment.
Yeah, but that won't have anything to do with like dying. Like okay, so like in
Yeah,
Eve Online,
but
when you used to die in Eve Online, you would lose your ship, which cost you a ton of money, time. Then you would
yeah,
also lose your training. So if you didn't have a clone that can cover your skills. So if I had a character that had 12 million, no, she had actually 46 million skill points. If I had a 40 million skill point clone, then if I die, I would lose 6 million skill points, random.
Incoming mission.
So that could take me from
well,
being
that's a lot.
huge loss, considering the way you leveled up in that game is time. Oh, you want to be in a battleship? Well, that'll take you
Yeah, that
two
game is
months.
just grindy as hell. Like,
No, they're all grindy. I don't even use grindy for games anymore because they're all grindy. It's just the mechanics. It's made for you to make you pay a monthly subscription. That's how they got you. Oh, you want to be in a carrier? Yeah, you can fly a
just pay
carrier.
it.
It's gonna take you 6 months. So for the next 6 months, as long as you wanted to be a carrier pilot, they're guaranteed that income. Because even if you don't play the game, your skill will still level. You don't have to play it. And of course, you got it.
Identifying
I
threat.
did that for a while. I did that for like 4 months. I was like, what? I was getting a little stale with the game, but I didn't want to. I didn't want to lose progression, so I just paid it for 4 months. I didn't really play it. I would just log in, change my skills, because you could set up for like I think it was like 30 days of training, and then go back after that, 70%, 70%.
70%.
I would go back and alter, change them up as needed and whatever. Didn't have to even play the game. So you don't have to play one day of that game, and you could have, and by paying for the time, you could have a character. Now I know they changed it. They took away the clones, so you don't lose skill points anymore. But still, losing ships in that game is ridiculous. I miss
Too
it.
much punishment.
I miss it sometimes. I love the game. Don't get me wrong. There's so much stuff to do in it. The only thing that sucks about it is I didn't like the combat, and I don't like how to fly around. You kind of double click in space.
You don't have a cockpit, right?
Yeah, there's no piloting. You don't pilot your ship. You kind of direct it
They
in
they
a way.
they try to introduce I don't know, like captain quarters or something like that, but
They have captain quarters,
and then they
which
just kind of they just kind of like
let it die.
abandon the project.
Yeah, big time. Yeah, that was supposed to be like you would dock at a station, everybody gets their captain's quarters, and then you would be able to go to like a common area in every station.
Yeah, walk around the station.
Right, and they
Something
never
like
got
that.
past the captain quarters. And also
Because
that, Mhm.
they said like not many people use that function, so they just kind of get rid of it.
I don't know what their thinking was. I think people would use it a lot actually.
Yeah.
Um, I think they just had issues with it. They didn't want to spend the time and money. They also stopped developing Valkyrie. They have a console game called Valkyrie, which I
Yeah.
have it for 3D. I mean for VR, lower landing gear.
The landing gear is down and locked.
It
Um,
kind of sucks that they get rid of that thing. Like,
request lock, request locking permission.
Requesting landing pad.
Boarding permission denied.
we're just waiting for this killback to get the hell off of our spot, our docking bay there. It's like, really? Bye-bye, Mr. Killback. Request docking permission.
Asking now.
I don't know why people would like buy the killbacks, except if you want to try
Request
out
docking
the
permission.
Requesting docking
try out
clearance.
the fighters.
Denied.
What the hell?
What?
There was a killback here. He
Yeah.
launched, and now, without even landing, there's a freaking Astro Explorer
Is on the pad?
inside. What the hell? Request docking permission.
Requesting landing platform.
Boarding permission denied.
That was weird. Now it's leaving, I think. Yeah, they need to, they should mix it up a little bit with those. Now we should be able to get in there. If nothing weird, glitchy happens again. Request docking permission.
Seeking permissions.
Boarding permission granted.
Alright.
Engines disengaged.
And we rinse and repeat. You guys must be like, wow, this is good stuff. This is the kind of stuff we want to see. Not. And what have you been up to today? Comment?
Just exploring.
You been playing all day? Or did you go to work today?
It's like in the morning.
Did a little work in the morning? Cause you're on
Yeah.
you're on this game almost as much as I am.
Because I like space.
Good answer, good answer. Alright, we got Earl 100%. So now we just need to do a couple of these to get that progression mission. What I do now is, since I'm looking for a specific thing, before accepting any missions, I check the board so I don't fill up and miss the progression mission. I know somebody was asking me why don't I sell these. The amount of money is not that much, and we're not here for money. We're here for reputation. So it's kind of not worth it, to be honest. If we were here for money, then yes, I would sell everything. Waste not, want not, right? So we're gonna do the same thing we've been doing. Picking up all of these strategic transfer missions. Alright, we got a 20. Let's head back. Super routine. Yo, what's up, Jason? You had to make a quick run to Publix. Well, welcome back, brother. How you been, man? What you been up to?
Engines engaged.
That reminds me. Is that this next week? Next week is your finals?
Drive charging.
Nice. I'm sure you're gonna be ready to relax after that. You get some time off after that, or it's right back to the next semester. As you can tell, I never went to college. Nice, huh? I'm sure you're waiting for that. Is that the time you're gonna go backpacking? I think you told me you were gonna go on a backpack trip. Well, that's kind of good though. After next week, if you're not on this backpack trip, I think you told me you were gonna do. We'll have playtime. Playtime. It's kind of good because after next week, I want to do that race, that SRV race we're doing. Oh, must have been someone else. Okay, cool. So that means that you'll have time off to play. I've been trying to teach my girls, my daughters that. Like before, I only let them play video games on the weekend. And now we kind of still do the same thing. Now we kind of do the same thing. We don't let them play all the time on the electronics. It can get really bad. You can see it, my life experience. 70%.
70%.
But yeah, we limit what the kids can play. But now I'm gonna start rewarding them with playtime when they do certain things. Like I have, like if they can get their homework done within an hour after they get home, hour and a half, they can. I give them the equal amount of time. They can go play a game or something. Just so I can motivate them to finish their homework. Man, these kids, I don't know if it's
It's time management.
Yeah, man, teach them a little bit of. Yeah, Jason does it. Good job, Jason. Doesn't play on school days. That's what I'm trying to teach my kids to not only manage their time better.
Control.
Well, and to control themselves. So it's like, okay, you can go. I've told my daughters like, hey, instead of playing video games for an hour, you can go read a book for an hour, and then we'll work something out. I'll give you an extra 30 minutes on tomorrow's playtime. And then, I always try to, convince them to do something smart instead of play games. But I always give them that reward, let them make their own choices. It's been working so far with my oldest. She's pretty clever. Pretty smart kid, actually. I was so, impressed with her. She made it onto the debate team. Not that that might be, a huge accomplishment. It's just, if you know my little girl, she's very quiet, very reserved. So when she told us that, her mom and I were like, what? Yeah, sure. You should definitely try that. We were like, what the hell? Where did that come from? That was left field. Request docking permission.
Request sent.
Boarding permission granted.
So yeah, it's funny the things kids come up with. But yeah, Jay, I gotta do the same thing with myself. I gotta start studying for my CCNA. I've been saying that for a while now, like the last 2 years. Oh man, I'm a doer. I'm not a. I like to just do things. I don't like to the whole study up for it. I just do it. I learned. I taught myself how to configure routers and switches.
Landing gear deployed.
On YouTube, actually. Just went to YouTube and saw a bunch of videos, figured out the commands, figured out what IPs I need to put in which interfaces, and one day I walked in there and I go to my boss, I go, hey, I can configure routers and switches. He was like, what? And I'm like, yeah, I figured out how to do the routers and switches. This is easy. Can we do something harder now? He was like, what? He's a CCIE. My ex-boss, he's CCIE. So when I told him that, he was like, bro, you've never done this a day in your life. And 2 days later, you want me to believe that, you know? And then I showed him. He was like, "Holy crap, good job." But that's it. Like, and then it was downhill. I should have never done that because then I was on airplanes 24/7, going to different locations, starting up networks, booting up networks, so our engineer could get in and do the real heavy-duty configuration stuff for phones and VoIP and all that. But yeah, I, I've tried. I've gone back to college twice at night, um, just to do like the basics. And I sit there, and at first, the 10 years ago when I first tried, I was in my 30s. I felt weird because everybody there were like these little teeny boppers, and I already had kids and stuff, and these are all these little teenagers. So I didn't like it, and I left. And then I tried the second time, and it was just too hard between work, freaking 70-hour job, and then try to make it to one class a week. It seemed futile, the effort. But yeah, I really need to get that on that Cisco tip. Alright, so we turned in all those data, all those missions. We're looking now for the progression mission. Let's go ahead and empty out our cargo hold. Oops. Emptied out the cargo hold just to like swap back and forth real quick. Back and forth there. Swappity swap swap. Let's see. Do we have any? No. The naval ones probably will be at the next location. Yep, it's gonna be the next pickup. So let's just go ahead and fill her up. I don't know, my college has a fair amount of adults who already have a family, especially for night classes. Yep, that's usually who fills up those night classes. All us married folk. I don't know, man. At my age, I don't feel like I need it. The technical school thing, technical school, the Cisco thing, if I want to progress where I'm at now, if I want to move up in that job, then I need to have certs. And that's a big if I want to. I mean, like whatever, it's just a job. It's a great job, don't get me wrong. But it's a job. Not even a career, it's just a job. I want to be an international. I want to be an intergalactical. I want to be an intergalactic garbage truck driver. It would be the shittiest job in the whole galaxy, but it'd be the coolest job on the planet. What do you do for a living? Yeah, I fly a spaceship. Oh yeah? Yeah, you know, from here to the sun and back. Oh wait, you're intergalactic garbage man? Hey, fuck yeah. I drive a spaceship, bitch. you can use garbage man however you want. At the end of the day, I fly a spaceship. That's funny. Yeah, I was actually laughing one night with my buddy. I'd be like, yeah, that would be the job that I ended up taking.
Frameshift drive charging.
I think I'm going to go and grab something to eat right now. So.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna do the same now when I drop this off. I'm gonna see if they have, if they don't give me that Empire ranking progression.
The
mission.
naval mission.
Yeah, if I don't give the naval one, I'm gonna take probably like a good 30-minute break and come back and continue the stream.
Yeah.
Trying to do the whole streaming thing a little bit more nonchalant. I was getting kind of stressed out. Took a break. Hopefully I come back and you guys start hanging out with me again. You just gotta do it earlier,
Yeah,
right?
true.
Is it earlier is better?
I don't know. You should ask Jason.
No, I ask everybody. A little bit from you because I get a little bit like what's your good time? Like, what time is best for you? Like, towards the evening, towards the mornings? You're on East Coast, so you're like almost
Mm,
same time as I am, I think.
yeah.
Mornings is easier for me because I get out of work and I can just go straight into a stream and then sleep for work, you know? Mostly.
Incoming mission critical message.
Alright, man, you
It's
gonna
up
go?
to you anyway.
Yeah, man. Get some grub. I'll see you in a little bit.
Yeah.
70%.
70%.
I don't know, Jay. I don't know, Jason. I'm gonna have to think about that, man. My wife's always. I always try to tell my wife she's got her teaching degree. I always tell her she should go back and get her master's. I'll support her during all that. That'd be awesome. She got her master's. I'm more concerned about her retirement. Me, I know I'm gonna work till the day I die. That's just my fate in life. I think I'm just gonna be a worker bee until the day I die. Um, but the wifey, I gotta make sure she's legit, um, especially for
Identifying threat.
hopefully I leave the planet before she does. I do not want to be here without her. Happened to my dad. I remember my dad losing when we lost my mom. I lost a mother, but my dad lost his best friend, his wife. Didn't understand that until I got older. Then I understood, I understood what my poor old man was going through at the time. It's weird how we don't understand things until we're older. 70%.
70%.
But yeah, I always try to tell my wife, I was like, man, get your master's, babe. Make 100 grand a year being a teacher, a principal. 100 plus a year. It's a hard road to get there, but my wife is so well known in the industry as a teacher. She has such a great reputation. She's considered to be like an amazing teacher. She's really awesome. She's been at it for 30 years. No, not 30. Good 20 some years now. Request docking permission.
Request done.
Boarding permission granted.
I go for a round. You know how sometimes you'll sit there and you'll be like, oh, if I win the lottery, I'm gonna do all these things. I tell her, I'm like, don't worry, babe. If I hit it big one day, somehow, she won't have to work anymore. She can just chill. She's done so much already. Deploy landing gear.
Gear down.
I mean, just the fact that she survived putting up with me for so many years
Landing gear deployed.
is huge. I do a little flippy there. You think by now I would know to face those. Yeah, man, if I could, my goal, guys, would be to leave the wife at home with the kids. That's what she wants. I'm not pushing that on her. She would love to be able to stay home. She don't need no career. She knows her career. She's a teacher by trade, but a mother by instinct. And that's what she tells me she would love to do. Just stay home and be a mom. It's expensive. It's hard to do that, right? I don't know if anybody out there is married ever tried to let their others stay home. It's expensive. Oh, because you cut your income by half. That's first. For me, it would be just more overtime. Just a lot more overtime. Which, I don't mind working. I kind of, the only reason lately I've been like whatever with work. Not whatever. I've been like, yeah, kind of like whatever with work. It's just because I've been streaming. And this is like the cool new hobby or pastime. At least for me, it feels like this is like Toto fun, man. Toto. Toto? Yes, Toto, like the doggy. Alright, what do we got going on? Do we have it? Do we have it? Do we have it? Oh, no. No. No! We don't have it. Okay. So I need to take a quick break. Be about 30 minutes, I would say. Um, it would be just about 30 minutes. I have to quick run I wasn't considering. Here, let's do this. This would be part one. We'll call this part one. I see multiple parts anyways on this video. Um, just because. Hey Jay, I'll be right back, brother. I gotta run a quick errand. I wasn't thinking before I started the stream that I would have to do this. But it won't be long. 30 minutes. It'll be quick in and out. And it'll give let's give the board a chance to refresh. Alright, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. I'll be back in 30 minutes or so. Have no fear. I shall be back really quickly. Don't forget to like the stream if you liked it so far and subscribe if you want to see more. Um, we'll be back very, very shortly. All right. Thanks for watching. See you soon.